Displace International has been protecting Zerkazi, who contracted Lacerda to kidnap Morgenhold. It must be determined if Displace is merely protecting Zerkazi, or if they are also involved in the plot to acquire the mass kernels.
Now coming to you from our New York City broadcast center, we have Patrick Dunn of Watershed Electric on the line. Mr. Dunn, what do we know at this moment?
All we know so far is that this was not an accident.
If it's not an accident, then it must be intentional. Both us and the Japanese have been hit by this thing. I think it's pretty obvious who's responsible.
Here's a Tomo.
It appears we have something in common, Admiral.
Our analysis of the informational footprint shows that the pressures which collapsed our power grids appear in many ways similar to those that collapsed our markets. I am certain the Koreans and the Chinese are involved.
Let's not jump the gun here, Admiral. We've had our microscope on a man named Zerkazi. He had access to weaponized IW algos following that business in Georgia. He was also a major DOE consultant after the blackouts here in 2003.
Yes, we are aware of this connection. Has Zerkazi been found?
Not yet, but it won't take long. I'll keep you posted. Fisher, I'm afraid we might be facing an orchestrated attempt to push the world into a major crisis. Zerkazi might know more about information warfare than anyone on Earth, and the fact that Displace is combat-ready, essentially stateless and better equipped than most governments, we need to find out fast whether this is a coincidence or whether someone inside Displace is making a major move. That said, State Department has several very significant contracts with Displace. This thing is extremely political. I hate to do this to you, but keep it clean. Recon only, no fatalities.
Displace's offices are on the top 3 floors of the Hans Center Tower in downtown Manhattan. Recent financials indicate that they have invested heavily in their local infrastructure in order to maintain full operational capacity following even a major terrorist incident.
Satellite confirms Grimm's data. Displace is up and running at near to full capacity. It looks like they might be holding a meeting with members of New York City Council, possibly making a bid for protection or policing services to supplement the National Guard. They're prepared and opportunistic, that's for sure. But I wouldn't expect anything different. My money says they're playing fair, but if the boss wants to take a closer look, then that's what we'll do.
Fisher, we need to find out if Displace and Zerkazi are working together.
But until we know, you want me to keep it quiet.
Don't kill anyone or I'll abort the mission. The Pentagon has contracts with Displace all around the world. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this.
Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. In the last video, we were at Zerkazi's penthouse, and we discovered that Displace was somehow involved in the kidnapping. And in this video, we are going to search around Displace headquarters. So let's take a quick look at our objectives, and so you'll see don't kill anyone, retrieve the server access algorithm, and access the central server. Nothing else so far, but if you notice, we didn't have the option for an assault class during our, mission, I don't know, setting us up with weapons and stuff. Like, there wasn't the assault option. And so that's because we're not allowed to kill anyone. And so it's not like the previous, or like other missions where, you could kind of get away with it. Lambert would just get mad at you, or maybe, like, get rid of your other objectives except your primary ones. This one, if you kill anybody, he will end the mission, and you will have to restart. So you want to be careful not to do that. Now here, there are a couple of ways of doing this. Like, when I first practiced, this guy, I guess his normal path is walking around that fan right there, that whole, like, square thing. But when I first played, he went over into that little alleyway right there, I guess. And he just kind of stood there and didn't move, and he just kind of froze. And so that might happen to you. And this guy right here, he also has like another random path. Sometimes he can be staring at that thing, sometimes he can be staring at the thing next to the switch, or he could be standing right in front of the switch itself. And so as you noticed, that was the switch right there that I turned off, that we needed to turn off because we're entering in from the rooftop, and we have to make it through the AC fan right there. And so that's what the switch was for. It turned off the fan.
Nothing.
And so yeah, like how you play, or like it kind of depends on how lucky you get. So like if that guy over there is in a bad spot, you might... Did he notice me? I think he did. That's weird, because whenever I practice this, nobody actually noticed me when I was picking the lock. But yeah, that guy can be in those 3 random places, and so I guess it just kind of depends on how lucky you get. And if he is in a spot where it doesn't work well for you, then you're just kind of have to you're gonna have to get creative by like getting rid of those lights or something and trying to get him to walk away. But like I said, oh, he's going in the opposite direction. Or no, he's just taking a look around. And so usually once he was about at that corner, I was actually able to pick this lock without him noticing. So I'm going to try it again now. So you'll see like I'm in a little bit of darkness, but he actually doesn't see me. There were also some times where like this guy or maybe the other guy might have noticed that the switch was pulled and that like the light was off and the fan was off, and they'd investigate. So this part's kind of odd and a little different. It can go multiple ways, so there's not really like one sure way that it can go, but either way it's mostly the same. Just turn the switch and just try to make it in there, and yeah, just you might have to get creative if you don't get exactly lucky.
Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National Guard is a massive, cumbersome organization.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them. Having the National Guard on every corner will keep the peace, but at what cost?
They'll get over it, Julian. In the end, the thing they'll remember is that the National Guard is cheap. I'm dealing with taxpayers here. The last thing I need is another fiscal accountability scandal. What?
Come on, I want to show you something.
Fisher. That executive. He probably has the daily access algorithm for the Displace central servers stored on his laptop.
Lambert gave me pretty strict non-lethal parameters.
If you stay close, you should be able to hack into his laptop wirelessly.
I'll give it a whirl.
So that's one of our objectives. It was to access the server algorithm or something. One way of doing it is in the training area, but we can also hack into this guy's laptop if we want to. The problem is that he's moving. So if you try to hack into... Where the heck did they go? Oh, okay. If you try to hack into it while he's moving, yeah, you know, you won't be able to do it. It needs to be stationary. You need that constant connection.
Before we go.
Oh man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OPSAT.
Thanks, Will.
So, as you notice, some of these walls can actually like turn into windows, which is the, you know, electrochromic window or whatever. So you can flip some of these switches and then they will turn from being solid. Sorry, wrong switch. They will turn from being solid to completely see-through. And just like Will said, you can actually change this with your OCP. So you can do that at certain walls, and you can change its state. We won't actually like have a need for it, but it's good to know at least. And you'll notice they went through a keypad lock door, We could hack it and make our way through, but I'm actually going to go a different way.
Sam, each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OPSAT that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you ask so nice.
So every division in this level has its own server, so there's 3 different areas with 3 servers. We need to hack into each of them and upload a tracer.
Good work, Sam. That's the first of their servers. If you can upload that to each of the other ones, I'll be able to snoop around as much as I please.
I'll see what I can do.
And with that, we are given an opportunity objective. Insert the tracers. But before we continue on, I'm going to hack into this really quick. And I haven't tested this out yet, but I believe this is to complete the secondary objective from the previous level. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'll have the definitive answer once I do like the bonus part of the second part of this mission. But one thing I wanted to talk about, I guess before we get going, there is a guy walking around in here, and I am kind of going a roundabout way instead of just going through that door with the key code. But I'm doing it for a reason. I'll kind of explain in a little bit. This will just make sure that nobody ever notices I was around here. But there are bonus objectives in this game that aren't listed on your OPSAT and do not affect your mission rating. And so those are some of the things that I've been confused about, because in the last level we had to find the architectural plans, but I specifically pointed out that it's not actually listed, but it's listed in your OPSAT, but it's listed as an objective. In this game, there are bonus objectives in every level that you can complete without it actually being given to you. It's just kind of you kind of do it based on your own thinking. Like, nobody else tells you to do it, you just do it on your own. But right here we have another key code. And in the first level, if you remember, on the lighthouse level, in the bonus part of the video I made for it, I said that you could destroy the radio and you would get like a little conversation. I'm gonna need to concentrate a little bit because I'm getting a little close. No, 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 no! Oh my god. But destroying the radio was actually one of the bonus objectives. But for every other level, I actually, like, inadvertently completed the bonus objectives. So, from now on, I will make a point to specify when something is a bonus objective, and as far as the first level is concerned, that is the only one that I technically did not 100% because I didn't destroy the radio, but I still at least showed it off, so I don't think it should be much of a big deal. And so that's why I'm unsure about that last computer we were at, why I'm not sure if it was actually the secondary objective from the last level or if it's part of the bonus objective in this one, because I believe that there are actually multiple objectives, multiple computers you have to access in order to complete the bonus objective in this level. Now right here I'm doing a bit of a tricky move because you'll see I was in a bit of darkness until I put my back against the wall. I'm doing this purely to get a conversation. I just want to show you what will happen if you try to hack into the laptop. While he walks away, you'll get some conversation between Sam and Grim. And so I'm just showing this off for now because I just kind of want to show like what will happen if you don't get it right now.
Sam, give them a chance to stand still and you might have the time to wirelessly hack into the laptop.
I'm working on it, Grim.
Fundamentally tied together. The stairs are cheaper than
Damn,
elevators.
missed your chance. Keep tailing them, you might get another opportunity.
Okay.
Gonna take the stairs
Damn,
up
that's another
7th
opportunity gone.
And
Grim,
does anyone ever
this is
question
not
what
as easy
the
as it
elevator
looks.
costs?
Of course not.
So those are the only three
Right.
things
And
that they
I'll
will
tell you
say.
why.
But now that after they've
Because
said
the
that,
cost
I
of
can
an
actually
elevator isn't measured by
maybe
what you get.
come back
It's
here.
measured by what
Okay,
you
that was a
afford.
bit risky, but
Displace is expensive, Tom. I mean, there's no denying that. But
yeah, you don't need to do what I just did. If you wanted to, you can actually just wait right here until they get into that
not to
room
hire
right
us.
over there.
A bunch of little boys from the Appalachians with
Because there's
M4s
going to
in
be a
street
really
corner
easy
and
place to get
it'll
access to the
get
computer
job done. But in
if
the
you
end,
want to, or
relying on
actually
the
like
National Guard is like taking the stairs.
yeah, actually we
If you
need to
wanna keep
access the
those
computer.
files
Like you
really
could do it
nice,
from right here if you wanted to. Like when those windows are clear, and we have to hack it again. Oh well.
Well, you maybe got a point
30.
there, Julian.
Good work, Sam. Now you'll be able to access the central server on the first floor.
This wireless stuff makes life a lot easier.
Yep, welcome to the Wi-Fi era.
Remember, you're saying that to a guy from the era of hi-fi.
Hi-Fi? As in like high in fiber?
Don't put me in adult undergarments yet, kid.
So while the doors are solid, I guess you cannot see through it with your EEV, but if it's clear, you can. So you can hack through. You can hack certain objects if you're looking at it through the glass, but not through the solid part. So 8136. We were also given the key code for hacking the laptop. But those guys appear over here, actually. They come into this room. And after thinking about it, I realized I can just kind of show that off in a bonus video. Or in the bonus section of the second part of this level. Because it's not really important to the story, and so I can just show it off later. But right here, I'm actually going to save really quick. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is put out this light. And I guess it's actually the only thing I'm going to do. But you don't really need to worry about that light on the right. As long as you hug this wall long enough, like, that guy or the camera won't be able to see you. He'll only be able to see you.
What is that?
Never mind, I was completely mistaken. While I practiced, he did not notice me, so I apologize. I guess if you want to, you can turn that light out. But either way, once you make it to this point, if he doesn't notice you, he'll go into the bathroom. But what we need to do is just go straight through this door. And so he's busy going off another way, so we can just go through no problem. But before you head inside, don't be too quick, because there's that guy standing there. And now we're in the training room. And so this was the area where we could have gotten access to, like, their server algorithm or whatever. But, yeah, we did that through the laptop, so we don't have to worry about it. These computers, I don't believe, actually have anything. This guy's on the computer, but he's nothing to worry about. We can just go straight past them. But there was the objective there. We actually completed the that one, like I said. Figured I'd just show it off anyway, so I don't forget about it. We don't need to worry about anything. We can just come right up to the computer and use it. So this is the other server, where we're going to upload the tracer to. And so, you know, you can't wirelessly hack into these. You have to, like, physically use them.
Good work, Sam. Upload that program to the last server and you'll make me the happiest girl in the world.
You're easy to please.
Access is a girl's best friend.
So you'll see there was like another objective thing that we could have accessed on the computer that might be part of the objective, the bonus objective like I was talking about. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to talk about that in a second because I wanted to mention that I read in like one of the walkthroughs I looked through that you could actually hit this with your... Oh my god, it worked. It actually worked. I was about to tell you how I had... about how I had read in a walkthrough that you could OCP the treadmill and it would knock the guy out. But like the 3 times I played through this level to practice, I tried it over and over and it never worked. And it just happened right now. So, yeah, I guess I just showed that off. So there you go. That's something you can do, actually. But I'll actually need to restart. I hope I saved soon enough. Alright, so everything's back to normal now. So like I was saying about the bonus objectives, like... Oh, that's the guy from the, like, front desk or whatever. I actually, like, couldn't find any information about it, like... Oh, damn it. But, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going to come over this way because there's a vet we could go through, but, like, all of the guides I looked through and all of the walkthroughs and stuff, like, none of them mentioned the bonus objectives. And in fact, if they even mentioned a bonus objective, they were talking about the opportunity objectives. So, like, these things are, like... nobody ever actually talks about them. But they are objectives that only show up, like, at the end of the, like, during the mission rating at the end of a level. And, yeah, they really have no effect.
He's out of town.
What, so you're just watching his stuff?
Yeah, emptying his liquor cabinet and playing video games. He's got the new Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
Gonna be game of the year, man.
Can't wait to play it.
Prince of Persia, an old franchise that, I don't know, Ubisoft changed too much and just kind of buried it into the ground. Kind of sounds like Splinter Cell almost. But I'm going to save right here real quick.
You got any plans for the long weekend? Jesus.
4th of July coming up. I forgot.
You forgot? How could you forget?
Ah, you know, been putting in crazy hours. Don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Me and Anne-Marie are gonna head up to Maine, stay in a little bed and breakfast, eat some lobster.
Do they have power back in Maine yet?
Power? Whoa, forgot about that.
How could you forget?
So there's about 3 guys here, and they kind of wander around. There's 3 or 4 guys, actually, but this is like a turret testing area. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. This level has been kind of tricky to practice because there were things that happened in practice that didn't happen a second time or didn't happen now. So I guess there's a few variables for this level. And so this guy will walk upstairs, and as soon as he does that, it looks like this guy's going to walk back around. So I guess while he's there, I'll make my way into this little dark area and use this computer to the left right there. And we can hack into this, and this contains, whoops, well, it was 10, so I know it was this one. That is another part of the bonus objective. So you'll see that the bonus objective icon went off even though we didn't actually complete objective. It went off just because we did the bonus objective. So I'm not sure, like, you know, like I couldn't find any definitive answer. I don't know if there were like multiple parts to the bonus objective or if it was like just that, but either way, I usually play through the game very thoroughly and I check like every single computer and I complete like I click on everything. So either way, I'm usually always really thorough, but we need insight here, and this is the final server that we need to access. And so that guy's at the computer. He's nothing to worry about. That is not happened before. I will... Yeah, that's actually not happened before. So I'm going to go into the crawl space. I was... Dang it. So many things. Like I said, I practiced this level like 2 times, like maybe 3 times. I think 2 times. But, yeah, like, there's stuff happening that didn't happen before. So I'm kind of... Yeah, this level's kind of odd. If you play through it yourself, you might... It might not play exactly as it is now. I try to play through this game where it can be as, like, repeatable and, you know, you can copy it as much as you can, but this level's kind of difficult to do that. So I'll hack into this and we can finally upload our final tracer for Grim.
Thanks, Sam. That's the last one. I can't wait to sniff around in Displace's laundry basket. What?
Laundry. I totally forgot.
And so I'm going to end the video off here, but I'll take a look at our goals first because we finished the this objective. To the left over here will lead into the firing range. While that gun is going off, you don't really want to fall down because, you know, you'll get shot, so don't go that way. This is a way to come up here if you went like around, but yeah, I didn't do that, so whatever. But yeah, I'm going to end here. So in the next video, we are going to finish the rest of the level, and we are going to find out Displace's connection with the kidnapping. I'll see you then.